Page 10, Elegy. This lesson we're talking a couple of things here, introducing a couple of things or covering them. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. There is a different time signature you can use for 4/4 besides 4/4. And that's called C, a common time. You'll see it in this music. It has a C instead of a 4/4, common time. Long time ago, they used to use the C. The numbers weren't there. Everything was a C, pretty much. It's a very common time, 4/4. You see it a lot. It means 4/4. Some people will say, no, it doesn't. It's not exactly the same. I say, go away. It is too. Remember, people don't agree on much of anything in music, so we have to deal with that. However your teacher explains it to you is fine. Go with whatever they say. To me, it's the same as 4/4. An elegy, you can read about what an elegy is. It's the kind of listen to the music, it'll put you in the mood. Now this has the melody in the left hand. That's kind of nice because the right hand doesn't have to have the melody all the time. Let's go through the process and see what we get here. I look it over. I see it's actually about 5 lines long. It's almost a page long. Treble bass clef. There's one sharp in the key signature. I don't know if we're doing scales yet. I don't think we are, but eventually they'll get to scales. If they haven't, that's too bad. I would like to have the scales introduced when they start introducing key signatures, but they're not doing that. Okay. And then common time or 4/4 time. Let's take it one hand at a time because both hands are busy. The right hand, you have a 1 and a 3 here. That puts the hand here. Remember the F sharp? When it's in the key signature, it's part of the hand position like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is fun. The rhythm's the only tricky part. When you get to measure 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now measure 8. The D sharp, you can do that if you want. If you don't fit up in here, you got to do that. You can use a little finger if you need to for the A. You have rests in between all the notes. You got time to move. And then the last line, the last few measures, you have the half note here, and then you get bass clef. You same notes down here. Just down here. Okay. The left hand gets the melody. We're starting here, and you're coming up here. And once you do that, you can collapse, because now we're going to go down. Thumb, reach down, rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. I assume you know dotted rhythms and how they work. I hope so. We're going to get them a lot. Measure 5. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Remember the F sharp, it's in the key signature. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 2. Reach up. You do it again. Oh boy. The last line, the last couple measures, or a few measures, you have a half note E, B, and then lift up and come down. It's the same notes. You're down here. Put the hands together. Now when I first put the hands together, I might hesitate. I don't care. That's fine. I just want to hold it. Now the E, the left hand needs to get off. That's why there's only a G in the right hand there, because the left hand's playing the note. There. Third measure. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. See, for half a beat, all that's down. 1, and. That's basically the rhythm throughout. So once I have the hands working together, then I'll go back over it slowly and carefully and get rid of any hesitations. So it's a steady beat at some speed. It doesn't have to be full speed. This isn't a fast piece anyway, but still no hesitations. Then I can think about the articulation. Here it's pretty connected. Connect all this. That's all connected together. And then lift up. You can lift up for the phrasing. And so lift up in the first line, lift up. Lift up. Now on measure 9, go ahead and connect that. Yeah, so you're connecting that, just lifting up for the phrase, like taking a breath. Yeah. Then the dynamics, MF, and you get a little crescendo, you get a little louder, you're going to go up to loud, so you hear loud. Remember, it applies to the melody, that's the left hand. These chords in the right hand need to be soft. We want to hear the melody. Now at the end, it gets really soft here. It's both hands here at the end because there's no melody here. The half note, it's just, and here, it's both hands together. That's then the speed. Well, they give you a metronome marking. It's just 1, 2, 2. The idea is these half notes are going to want to speed it up a little bit, but you don't want these running stuff. We don't want any of that quickness. The eighth notes are too fast. So we slow it down. 1. Somewhere 1, in my opinion. It's not a set speed. You feel it. Then we add the pedal. We've done all this without pedal first. We want to hear it first. So first off, if you're going to use pedal, try and understand why you're using the pedal. Don't use it just because the music said to. These are opinions on how they think you should use the pedal. This is an arrangement. Your teacher may adjust the pedal a little bit because how they think it should be used. I adjust the pedal all the time because I don't like the way they're doing it in these books because they keep it simple for you, and in the process they mess it up. The sound gets all messed up. You get used to hearing the messed up sound, you think it's okay. It's not okay. So I don't want you to get used to hearing the junk. We want to pedal very carefully. One of the reasons we pedal is to give the longer held notes a little color. Because on a piano, when you play a note, it just dies away. But if you could add the overtones, that gives it a little bit more interest. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. And here, that's basically what they're doing. They're giving the whole notes and the melody a little flavor, a little interest. So in this piece, again, it's going to be lag pedaling. I'm going to push the pedal down right after the notes on measure 4, right after I play the whole note. And when I lift it up, that depends on the interpretation in the music. Here, there's an end of a phrase on measure 4. We want a little silence. Well, like taking a breath. Well, if that's the case, I have to lift the pedal up with the hand so I hear the silence. Just a speck of silence. If it were not a phrase in there and I wanted to connect it, then I wouldn't lift the pedal up until right after I played the half note in measure 5. It would connect it, connects the sound. It depends on what you want. The music isn't going to tell you one way or the other. It's up to you to decide. Actually, it's up to your teacher to decide, but eventually you'll do it. I'm going to lift up. I want to hear the phrasing. And all the way through. Yeah. Now in measure 8, they're showing pedaling here. I disagree. I see no reason to pedal that measure. I don't understand why. You're getting the softer there. I don't want to add overtones when I'm getting softer. I didn't pedal these other measures with the dotted rhythms in it. I don't see why I'm pedaling that one. So I'm going to leave out the pedal on measure 8. I'm just not interested. Your teacher may want you to. That's up to them. But I'm going to leave it out here. Same thing on, where is it, measure 14? Yeah, same thing on measure 14. Going to leave it out. But when I get to measure 15, here I'm going to pedal all that. We're going to kind of mix it all together. We got all that sound together. Normally I prefer a clean melody, but this is okay, we can do that. And because I want all this connected, I'm not going to lift the pedal up until I play the dotted quarter note. This is measure 15. Right there, right after I play the G, then I lift the pedal up so the sound is connected. Again, I measure 17. After. And then at the last, again, the notes first in the pedal, but they all come up on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then at the end, the pedal and the hands all come up together. Some people will say, what's the point? At the end, I can just play them in the pedal. Why do I have to hold them down? The pedal's going to take care of it. What's the point? And in my opinion, the point is poor technique. If you have sound coming from the instrument, keep your hands on the keys. Now, sometimes for showy whatever, you might do whatever and this pedal's doing something else. But for regular pedaling, keep the keys down with the hands as long as there's sound coming out, if you can. Don't copy me, please. If I played it again, I would play it differently. I'm sure I play by feel. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. The half notes are playing on them. Those are the natural accents. Kind of easy here. And the right hand's playing on the off beats. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I will go ahead and do the pedaling so you can see it. I'll give us 4 counts because there's 4 beats in a measure. 1, 2, ready, go. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie. 2. Rest. Rest.